is where I am with my mic in my hand. Ain't nobody sweeter than me, so don't forget it. Yo, what's going on, y'all? This your girl KK Rena. Ain't nobody sweeter, so don't forget it. Aight. This is the second episode, so welcome to Ghost Stories with me. And these are my stories from my past, from my childhood or from my adulthood that I've experienced, kind of weird or unusual, maybe even supernatural or paranormal things in my life. If you missed the last episode, at the end of this video, you'll be able to click on it in the related videos box. So, from the last video, let's fast forward. And I'm now 6 and my sister Liz is 2. Back then my mother stayed at home with us, and on this particular day we were taking a walk. My mom was pushing Liz in the stroller and I was on my bicycle, which had training wheels. Now our street was a dead-end street, but at the end of it there was a sidewalk that was leading to one of Des Moines' main streets called Grand Avenue. So as we went down the sidewalk, I decided to get bold and I rode ahead of my mother on the sidewalk. And I was going downhill and I was picking up speed. I panicked and I couldn't stop myself. And my mom was yelling at me to slow down, but I couldn't remember that my brakes were just simply to backpedal. But then I felt a hand on my shoulder. And it was really warm. It was a warm sensation. I didn't feel scared. I felt safe. And a voice said to me, just jump. And I stood on my bike seat and I jumped off as the bike swerved into Grand Avenue. And the bike itself actually got hit by a car. Now when I jumped off, I hit the sidewalk just before that. And I scraped up my chin and my palms really bad. But other than that, I wasn't too hurt, and of course all of that healed, and I thankfully don't have a scar from it, but that saved my life. And I don't know, I can't honestly remember what had happened after whatever it was that told me to jump. Told me, like, I don't remember getting on the seat of my bike and jumping off of it, but apparently I did, because that's what my mother said that I did. And she was so freaked out, I don't really think that she would just make that up for no reason. So let's fast forward from there, and you guys, my dad passed away October 2nd of 2001, and if you look at your calendar right now, by the time I post this video, it'll only be 3 days after that anniversary this month. But the incident that I'm telling you about now happened in 2004. So now I'm 20 years old, and I was leaving my then boyfriend's cousin's house, and it was a Saturday during springtime. I had no reason to be thinking of my dad. I wasn't upset or anything. But for some reason, as soon as I stepped away from the front door towards my car, a memory came flooding back to when I was 10 years old. The memory was that we were in my dad's car and I was buckled up. And when I waited for him to buckle up, he didn't do it. And I scolded him and I told him, even if we're only going down the street, you should always buckle up, Dad, because you never know what might happen. And he told me I was right, and that from then on he would always buckle up, even if he was only going to drive down the street. And as I got done remembering, I got into my car, and the reason that memory popping out of nowhere was so significant is because as long as I had been driving that particular car that I had back then, I had never buckled up whenever I would go somewhere. Never. And of course that's ridiculous. I should always buckle up, but for whatever reason, I just decided I wasn't going to buckle up. But now, because of that memory, I buckled up this time. Not 5 minutes later, you guys, I was at a stoplight and I was rammed into at high speed from someone trying to evade the cops in a chase. And if I had not buckled up, my tiny ass would have been catapulted through the windshield because the force behind the hit sent my car clear into the intersection. I would like to believe that I was saved that day. You know, it might have been a guardian angel, and it might have been my dad watching over me. But whatever it was, I wouldn't be here right now making this calm if not for it. I totally could have died that day easily. So anyway, let me know what you think about my experiences in the comments section below. And you know, if you have any significant experiences yourself, if you're new to my channel, and you know, something might have happened to you that was strange that you can't explain, because you know, I'm not trying to sway you guys either way. I'm not trying to make you believe that, you know, that stuff like this happens all the time, or I'm not trying to make you believe there are angels or there's a God, or that blah blah this, blah blah that. No, I'm not saying that. These are just my experiences. These are just things that I can't explain, that happened to me, and I can only speak for myself. So if there's anything interesting that, you know, you want to let me know, definitely let me know in the comments section. And I appreciate you guys watching the video. I hope you enjoyed me going ham on MW3, because I really don't play this very often. I really don't. So when I do, it's kind of something of a big deal. I mean, not to anybody else but myself, really. But you know, I don't play it that often. But anyways, guys, like I said, I appreciate you watching the vid. And friends, loves, butt faces, enjoy the rest of the video, and until next time.
Peut-être parce qu'il y avait rien que... C'est drôle. Ah, ben c'est de la merde, ça. D'ailleurs... Ouais, yeah, okay, you got the last kill. Now shut up, you're... D'ailleurs... Are you there? That was brutal, like I fuck your mom.
Hey guys, KK here. If you missed the previous vid, you can check it out now. And if you want more of me, don't forget to subscribe.
Been here so long, but I'm waiting for you.
Holding
my breath till our love pulls me
Boy,
through.
I don't even breathe no more.
And all that you said,
Cause of what
I
you
won't
told
walk away, so I
me,
stay.